When you change your tire, you change it with a clear conscience, thinking that the system will recycle the tire effectively. But what if all this is a lie? Every year in the United Kingdom, nearly millions of tires are being replaced. And where are these tires taken to for recycling? They are being exported into India, where they are degraded to make cheap low grade fuel, and the smoke coming out of the degradation of the tires is causing harm to the air, water and the people around them. The globe is using India as a global dumping yard. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Everything with Dr. James. Today we are going to be dealing with the scandal of UK tires being exported into India so that it can be degraded. It is estimated that from United Kingdom 5 lakh tires are being exported. These are not new tires. These are used tires which were meant for recycling. Now let's see why this problem is there mainly in United Kingdom. The main problem lies from the fact that the government has given a T8 exemption. This T8 exemption is actually good for small time recyclers because they allow 40 tons of tires to be recycled a week in local recycling manufacture facilities. But when the tires come there, local exporters, what they do is they give the money to those recyclists and they start exporting these tires because the cost of them being exported and recycled in India is less than the cost of it being recycled there. So these big recycling companies cannot compete with these mid-level exporters who are exporting these wheels from UK to India. The main issue is the cost. The cost is so glaringly different between exporting and recycling it in UK that they give it to these exporters. The second problem is that these tires are listed as green list waste when they are exporting it.
Green list waste refers to non-hazardous material primarily destined for recycling or recovery that can be exported internationally with fewer regulatory controls compared to hazardous waste. They include metal scrap, paper waste, electronic scrap for metal recovery. Surprisingly, even tires come under this green list waste. Actually, this loophole is what is used by exporters to export these tires in the name of recycling, when actually recycling them is hazardous when done in an unregulated fashion.
On paper, it might look like it is not causing harm to the environment. This is because this will be written as green list waste and it will be exported. In countries where the rules are very lax, these tires can easily make their way into the inland. What is happening to these recycled tires, and to make this scam come out, BBC conducted a documentary. In that, they attached GPS trackers on these tires to see where these used tires are going. When they attached these GPS trackers, these were exported, and where did they land to? To India. In India, they followed the GPS tracker and it did not go to any recycling facilities, but it went 800 miles inland to a remote Indian village. Once they came to know that it has gone to this remote Indian village, they started using drones to check what is happening there. Drone footage showed thousands of tires in this inland village in Maharashtra arranged there, and they were being put into furnaces and a thick black smoke coming from there. Now the scam is uncovered. Tires from UK are being exported to India such that they will be burnt here. Welcome to the end of the line. Now we are going to speak about these pyrolysis plants. Legally, these pyrolysis plants are actually safe. These pyrolysis plants are oxygen-free chambers which are operating at a temperature of 500 degrees Celsius, where the tires are put in, and once these tires are burnt, steel, carbon and synthetic oil is extracted from them and sold to small industries like cement and brick for the synthetic oil which is used there. But what is happening is, when these tires reach the end of the line, the pyrolysis plant present there are highly unregulated and there is no license. Imagine them having giant pressure cookers where they are just putting this tire and they start burning and they extract oil in a highly unregulated fashion, causing harm to the environment. This is what is happening. The main reason why this is happening is the increase in the demand. The demand in 2021 was such that 1,50,000 tires were being imported. But now in 2024, 2,64,000 tires were imported. Some accounts say that about 1.4 million tires have been imported. In social media, openly they are saying that now a 500-ton shipment of UK tires have come. I'm not saying it is coming only from United Kingdom, but a major portion of these tires come from United Kingdom. Once these tires come here and they are recycled, this synthetic oil is taken by the cement or brick industries where they need this synthetic oil. Because of this demand, many of them are opening unregulated furnace tanks such that these can be done. What cost this is happening? The brokers are not affected, the industry people are not affected. It is mainly the people around that area who are affected. January 2025, a pyrolysis plant exploded in Vada, Maharashtra, killing a woman and its 2 kids. Locals say the sound of the explosion was heard miles away. Though this is an isolated incident, there are many pyrolysis plants which are ticking time bombs. When they are not regulated and unlicensed, they can cause harm to everybody around them. This explosion is just what we are seeing. What we are not seeing, and it is invisible, is the pollution. The black smoke which comes out of the furnace is mixing in the water and air in that village. Many locals say that they suffer from burning eyes and respiratory problems. Under the cloud of the dark, in the night, these smokes are being released such that nobody will see these smokes. But the people around that area say they get a stench and a very bad smell in their house, and people in their house are falling sick. Farmers are saying their crops are dying and the vegetation is reducing in that place once and for all. Now coming to the person who is affected the most, the worker in that pyrolysis plant. Every day when he comes out of his shift, he is covered with the black carbon from head to foot. It is a known carcinogen. Locals there say the company gives them jaggery, a form of unrefined sugar, mix it with alcohol and tell them to apply it all over their body under a false belief that it will counteract all its effects. But imagine having a medieval solution for a modern industrial problem. That is what is happening. But the main ethical question comes here is, these tires were all present in UK and the people were driving that. Why are these tires coming to our country in India and people here are getting affected? People who have been driving those cars don't even have an idea that the cars which were once in the roads of Europe, these tires are present here and it is affecting a village which they have even not known the name. The good news is the cat is out of the box. The secret is out. To thorough investigative journalism and many media channels bringing out this scam, the United Kingdom government has taken note of it. The Department of Environment and Rural Welfare is now setting a legislation to take out this T8 exemption. They mainly want to regularize it and create proper timelines for it. They don't want these mid-level exporters who take these tires and export it. They want these tires to properly reach these recycle facilities which are licensed, and the recycling happens in UK only. But this is from a far cry. Even now, many tires are being taken from these industrial facilities. They are giving a much higher price for it and taking it and exporting, and they are coming to India. India on its part is not silent. The first thing they have done is they have banned import of all these used tires for the sole purpose of pyrolysis. The second thing they have done is the Central Pollution Control Board has shut down hundreds of illegal plants, and they are conducting frequent checks in all these plants such that the safety measures and proper disposal of these recycled tires are being done. But as long as the law is not strict, criminals will always find a way to circumvent it and will get profits at the cost of the health of the people around that area. I think UK must follow the Australian model. Australia has banned export of all its used tires such that no tire used in Australia can be exported from Australia and it cannot cross any port to go to another country. If such a strict legislation is put in, then this scam can be stopped. The journey of these tires have uncovered a very uncomfortable truth, that tires used in many developed countries are being shipped easily and causing harm in many developing countries. Please share this video to all your friends such that everybody will come to know such a scam exists, because the power of social media is very high, because the visibility of such incidents need to be known to a wider population such that these things don't happen in the future, and the health and priority of the people living in that area is most important. Do do like, share and subscribe me for more interesting videos.